Hi, this is Larry Werther from Mineola My Home Party. I'd like to address in this video probably what is the most egregious wrong that the mayor and those that support him on the board perpetrated against the residents of the village of Mineola. That is the Winston project that was originally proposed by Palomani. The Winston project was meant to be a kind of tax relief for us here in the village. Quite frankly, I did not think that a close to 300 unit condominium complex would be right for our village, but I was led to agree with the project on several grounds. Number one, the project would not affect any of the single-family neighborhoods in our village. It was to be placed in a commercial area that would be convenient to the Long Island Railroad, making it, as people popularly call things, transit-oriented housing. Secondly, it was supposed to be a less expensive way of living in our wonderful village. Third, it was meant to give to our seniors a senior housing component that we so sorely need here in the village. But more important and overriding to me, above all other reasons, is it was meant to provide $2 million plus in school tax revenue. Now, if you take a look at our school tax budget, we raise over $60 million annually from the imposition of school taxes on our residents and on our businesses here in Mineola. A $2 million plus school tax boost would hopefully in some way stabilize the school taxes here in the village for many years to come for our seniors and for those on a fixed income who can't afford the annual boost up in taxes. This all went wrong for several reasons. Number one, Palomani sold the project. The project is now being built by Mill Creek Limited Partners, and they were never brought in front of the village. The trustees never had the opportunity to question these people, to find out what's in their heart. And what's more, the mayor, by his own admission, negotiated a deal on his own without reaching out to any of the trustees and asked us to vote on it without questioning the developer at all. In his negotiation, not only did he give away school taxes, but he gave away a garage on 3rd Street that was an important component of the traffic study that was done for the Winston. You see, 3rd Street is a one-way street right now. It has on-street parking, and that parking facilitates the people who come to work in what has come to be known as the Benchmark Building. The Benchmark Building is a 4-story office building on Old Country Road, and there isn't sufficient on-property parking, so the parking on the street is necessary. The parking garage that was to be built as part of this was to take up all of the on-street parking on 3rd Street, as well as providing the village with one level of village parking. By taking the parking off the street, the village would have been able to make 3rd Street a two-way street, which, as far as I can see right now, is going to be very much impossible. Unfortunately, the mayor negotiated away this garage, which would have allowed the traffic to flow more easily around the Winston project and not create the bottlenecks that I believe are going to happen when this project is done in 2015. Let's get back to the property taxes for a second. The mayor negotiated away property taxes for 20 years here in the village. The IDA's own policy manual calls for a 10-year tax abatement. The village of Westbury put together a deal calling for 5 years. Why is it that we give away 20 years worth of school taxes before this project even got to the Industrial Development Agency's doorstep? Now, the Industrial Development Agency here in Nassau County is an agency that can grant property tax relief, that can grant sales tax relief, and quite frankly, I'm going to be doing a separate section on the IDA. The IDA is something that has constantly come under the scrutiny and scorn of our controller, Tom DiNapoli. If you go to his website, you can read how he doesn't agree with what they're doing at all. What's more, in a recent Newsday article, Governor Cuomo also said that the Industrial Development Agency is a bane to local municipalities around New York State. And if you remember, and if you look on this website, you'll see I sit on the executive board of the Nassau County Village Officials Association, an association of the 62 villages here in Nassau County that's meant to be our voice up in Albany and on a federal level down in Washington, D.C. At a recent meeting of the executive board, the subject of the IDA came up. There is not one mayor, not one trustee on the village board, on the executive board, that is not fighting the IDA. We're going to award the Mineola My Home Party Faithful to the People Award to one of those mayors in the very, very near future for his fight against the IDA and the gifting away of school taxes. Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't support and I didn't vote for the Winston project for the reasons I've outlined. I don't know who Mill Creek Partners is. The traffic flow, the traffic study will not work without off-street parking and two-way traffic flow on 3rd Street. And the property tax gift, the school tax property tax gift, is an egregious wrong against the people of Mineola. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Larry Werther with the opinion of Mineola My Home Party. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.